Look, guys, this game, right from the get-go, you could kind of tell the way it was going. Leafs lose. Well, they're losing right now 3-0 with a minute to play. I assume that's the way it's going to end. Against Pittsburgh Penguins, and technically a 1-0 game because 2 empty netters. I hate getting on officials. I hate it. I really, really do. Raptor game yesterday, there were blatantly obvious calls, but whatever. It's in the end, it's what it was. Here, it's the same thing. There were ridiculously horrific calls, or non-calls for that matter. But it's over. It's done. You can't really dwell on it too much. But here I'm going to tell us all that I'm not saying the referees won this game. I'm not going to say that because you never know what would have happened if things happened, if the power plays were given or not given or whatever. But let's break this thing down, all right? 11:42 into the period, they get their first power play. And from a ridiculously horrific angle, Evgeny Malkin scores, making it 1-0. But it's okay. It's midway through the first period. This team has scored at a ridiculous rate. Hey, whatever. The Leafs can come back and win this one. Nothing after the first period. Okay, that's fine. And late in the first period, about 10 seconds to go, 15 seconds to go, battle in the corner. I don't know, I think it was Jake Gensel or something, coming down the middle of the ice, battling with Zach Hyman. Bang! High stick, right in the face. Slits his eye open right there and goes down. No call. Look, I understand it if it's like a big scrum of guys and the guy gets a high stick and there's no call because it's a bit, you don't see it. It's in the middle of the ice, right in front of the goalie. There's 2 guys in orange shirts or orange armbands. Make the damn call. That's a 4-minute penalty starting the second period. And, of course, Zach Hyman has to get a new visor because he's got to get some more protection because his eye's all screwed up. He's running out there all like, yep, boys, I'm handy. I'm great. Okay, fine. It's a terrible call, but it's all right. First period's over. We're only down 1-0. It's okay. We can come back. A few minutes into the second period, Zach Hyman comes back. We're like, all right, that's great. A couple shifts out there. He grinds in the corner, lifts the guy's stick up. They both go down. Zach Hyman gets a call for what? Holding, hooking, interference. What do you want to call it? He gets to the box for 2 minutes, and they're both going for the puck. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That's not what I'm worried about here. We move ahead to the third period. Still 1-0. And in this meantime, look, I got to give Matt Murray a ton of credit. This guy was on fire today, making big save after big save. Did he have a horseshoe rammed right up his rectum? You're darn tootin' he did. But you know what? He had to make the saves, and he did. Third period, about, I don't know, midway through or something like that, Penguins are trying to break out of the zone. Their defenseman, or their forward, were going up against Morgan Rielly. Morgan Rielly stays nice and tight to him. He puts his stick between Morgan Rielly's legs. He falls over. It converts into an odd man rush. No goal scored, but no penalty call either. Again, I will say it again. If it's in a scrum, I understand it. But if it's blatantly obvious, middle of the ice, nobody around them, I don't know what you're seeing. I don't understand it. Now, look, Leafs are great power plays. I'm not complaining that they didn't get enough power plays to win the game. They had their chances 5-on-5. Matt Murray was just fantastic. But those calls that would have been called, I don't know how they didn't, could have cost the game for the Leafs. You get a 4-minute power play to start the second period with this power play? Yikes. That's a recipe for a goal. Third period, Leafs need a goal. You get a power play there? Oh boy, that's one to tie it. But no. You get neither. The only penalty called on the Penguins was a blatantly, a 100% obvious Matt Murray in the restricted area. That was blatantly obvious. Anyone could see that. And the Leafs lose 3-0 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Matt Murray with a 38-save shutout. Look, the Leafs had a shots on goal-wise, not a great first period, but they dominated play. I'd say, look, a lot of the shots weren't quality. 17-9 in favor of the Penguins in that first period. Second period, 13-11 for the Leafs. 16-11 for the Leafs in the third period. They dominated most of the game. Lost by 1 in shots on goal, 39-38. And Matt Murray was great. I'm going to, look, as I can complain about the refs all I want, but they did a good job. Look, the Leafs weren't quick. Their legs weren't going. I mean, I did my little rant about the referees. Now I'm going to talk about the actual game. The Leafs' legs weren't really going until the last few minutes of the game, where Kadri scores an empty flipping netter on his own net. And that just sums up the game in a nutshell right there. And then, Chris Letang fires in an empty netter as well. So there you go. But face-offs, I mean, Leafs were +5 in the draws. Matthews ate up Crosby on the face-off dot. If you want to look at that standpoint, it's a very good thing. But I didn't see much of Matthews. I didn't see much of a lot of the guys. 0 for 1 in the power play for the Leafs. 1 for 2 in the power play for the Penguins. So not good special teams night when you got on the special teams. Hits, they were +7, and shots on goal, obviously we were -1 on the play. So obviously no points to talk about for the Leafs. Freddie Anderson picks up the loss in probably his best game of the season, of course. 1 goal on 36 shots. Wait, where am I seeing 39 shots? Hold on, I've said a few different numbers here. Where's shots on goal? It says 39-38 in favor of the Penguins. But it says 1 goal. Okay, maybe they had another shot on Freddie or something. Whatever. It says 1 goal in 37. If it's 1 goal in 39, whatever, so be it. It's a very good save percentage, over .950. And Freddie, a very good performance. I think he had a very good game before as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, against Washington, 2 on 27. What is that? A save percentage of like .920 or something. So, hey, back-to-back good starts for Freddie Anderson. This one does not go his way, however, as the Leafs lose 3-0 to the Penguins. Look, guys, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. The Leafs have won 5 straight games coming into the game. The puck doesn't bounce their way. Matt Murray comes off of his concussion that he was on, and or whatever he was injured with, and plays a ridiculously good game. They get a couple lucky bounces, and they win the game. And Freddie didn't cover up the 5-hole, or wherever the heck that first one went in. That's the story of the game. Offensively, the Leafs weren't terrible. They didn't have a lot of sustained pressure, but when they did, oh my goodness, it felt like they were going to score a goal every time, but not once. But like I said, you win some, you lose some. It sucks that you lost this game, and it's going to bite for a little bit, but you know what? It's game. All this game is, guys, you can lose this game 1-0 or technically 3-0, or you can lose it 8-0. All it is game 8 of 82. That's really all it is. As much as I love talking about the referees and how they were horrific in the game, because I'm breaking down this game, in the end, it's just one game. It's just game 8 of 82. We got to move on, regroup, and find the back of the net on Saturday night against the St. Louis Blues. Tyler Bozak and the St. Louis Blues. It's going to be good to see Tyler back in Toronto. He will not be happy, though, to see the media. The St. Louis Blues are 1-3-2 on the year. Not a very good start whatsoever from them. Where was he? What's his face? He had a good quote. Did Tyler Bozak, something along the lines of, I scored a couple goals in preseason, and they asked me to do media, and I went there, and there was like 2 guys. Tells you how much he's not missing Toronto media, or he is. Either way, it's a lot different there in St. Louis than here in Toronto. He'll be back though on Saturday night, 7 o'clock puck drop on Hockey Night in Canada. It might be a little bit of a later upload. I might be at actually Evan's place watching the game. So the video might be a little bit later than usual, guys. I'll keep you guys posted though in the Raptor video tomorrow night about what the plan is for that, and on Twitter as well. All right, so you know what, guys, that is gonna do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys didn't really enjoy the game. Smash that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't that already. Comment down below. What'd you guys think of the game? What'd you think of Freddie Anderson? What'd you think of officiating? What'd you think of the Leafs play overall? And guys, we're 6-2 so far. Nothing to snub our nose at. But now all you got to do, and like I said early on, look, winning streaks are nice, but it's what happens once you end the streak that really shows how good of a team you are. So we just lost a game to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now you play St. Louis Saturday night, looking to regroup. All right, so we will talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow night as they take on the Boston Celtics, 8 p.m. tip-off. Excuse me, at Scotiabank Arena. The Raptors, I mean, look, they look to get the record to 2-0, but it is not going to be an easy test. Possible 1-2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Both Celtics and Raptors, very good ball clubs. Obviously, the Raptors are a much newer team together, so I'm not sure how this game is going to go, but that's why we watch them. Guys, if you're going to the game, be loud, let them hear you. And I'll talk to you guys then. And we'll talk to you guys Leafs edition, like I said, Saturday night as the Buds, they look to get back into the win column after this tough loss today. St. Louis Blues at Scotiabank Arena to take on the Leafs. 7 p.m. puck drop. Jake Allen, Freddie Anderson, the expected starters. Got to get back in the win column. Get back on another winning streak. That's how you do it. It's not going to be easy, though. We'll talk to you guys then.